All right, here we are. Listen, this story, whew, I pray that you listen to it with an open mind, open heart, and know that if the medicine that is in this story isn't necessarily meant for you, I pray that you could use it to help someone that may need it. Pass it along, hit the share button. But in this story, ooh, it's not you, it's me. I'm telling you right now, just take a listen. Thank you, Miss Portia Smith. Here we go. I saw, I saw, I saw, yeah. I saw, yeah. So that moment, whenever you were sitting in church, you didn't know that that could have been your healing at that moment. If you would have sought help.
Church couldn't have been a healing for me.
It couldn't have been that?
Oh, no.
Then what was the healing? It couldn't have been it.
Church couldn't have been a healing.
You didn't trust them in
I
there.
didn't trust nobody in there.
Okay. So, if you couldn't trust anybody in the church, who would you send your younger self to?
I trust God. I
trust
ran
God.
to that Bible because that's the book for me.
Okay. All right. Welcome to FreeTime with Jamelle. I'm sitting here with Miss Portia Smith, and she has wrote a book, and it's called "It's Not You, It's Me." Miss Portia, tell me this: how did you get on this journey?
Well, my past placed me on the journey. And I found myself creating the book journey on the recovery after a domestic violence that almost killed me. So that was the path, my new path, that led to the book.
Now, you said that it was a domestic violence. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, in this book, what all are they going to find inside of it?
They'll find one woman that is telling her story and heartache and pain, how she sat at the lake and right after she was left on the tracks to die at 7 months pregnant, and she had no place to go, so she went to the water because the water is what gives her peace.
Is this a true story?
Yes. The water is what gave her peace, and she looked out on the lake, and she had a gun in one hand and a phone in the other.
So, if this is a true story, who is this book about?
The book is about the author.
Which is you.
Which is me.
And you went through all of that. So, if a person has that much hurt in them, that much pain in them, that bring them to that breaking point, what moment do you say, I can do better, I can be stronger?
When I decided not to use the gun and use the phone. So the phone call I made was to an aunt, you know, and my aunt has always, she never know that she's being used, but she can always find the right words to say, you know. And she told me, she was like, Portia, you a better woman than this. You know, she said, where you at now, you are not supposed to be. You know, you need to test yourself, challenge yourself.
So people that are experiencing stuff like that in their lives, and it happens every day, every age, old to young, what gave you that strength to say, I can, that moment to say, I need to risk it all and just go?
Yeah, that was it. That one, we just need that one person to care. Because right now we're at that point feeling that everybody is just like the person that beat us. You know, everybody is just like the one that wants to put their hands on me. Everybody is out to hurt me. Even I am out to hurt myself. But if one person can show us that they are here to make a difference, that I love you. See, that's one person that saved my moment.
Your aunt.
Yeah.
So whenever you say the person that hurt you and you feel as if everyone's out to hurt you, including yourself, is it the people that you least expect? Or is it the people that you welcome into your life? Do you feel like growing up, did it start at a young age that you allowed it to start happening? And
when you feel like you are being judged by everybody that looks at you, they're not for you, they're against you. That's what you say. You're judging me because you know what I've done last night.
Right. So you automatically start attacking them and attacking them.
Yeah. You automatically put them right there in that bucket, on that path that they don't like me. They don't like me. They don't like me. They don't like me, because I do this. They don't like me because I do that. But it's actually us not liking ourselves, but we have to point our finger at everybody else because it's just that easy.
That's a good one. So whenever there's one finger pointing, there's three pointing back at you. It's not you, it's me. So that changes your whole mentality. It blocks your blessings from the vulnerability that you're already projecting off. So maybe that person has good intentions towards you, but you've already ruined it.
Yeah. We wouldn't even see it.
Wow.
You can give us the best advice in the world, and but we're going to take it as if, you're just putting me down. We're not going to hear or perceive the positive part of it. We're always going to perceive the negative part of it, and it's just going to keep bringing us down, and going to keep on bringing us down.
So, do you think that whenever you say that, what type of people do what type of people know that they're like that? Do they know that they're like that, or do they believe that they're normal?
No, they believe that they're normal. Because to us, to wake up that way is normal. It's just a normal day. Now if we wake up different, more positive, see, that's not normal. It's like, no, but
when in this book, how does it teach them to heal? Does it teach them to heal through this book?
Mind change of mindset. Okay. So I take you through the steps of changing your subconscious mind. So everything that you have in your subconscious is everything that has to do with your upbringing and your experience. So my book on my Genesis transformation take you through the 7 steps that you need to change your mindset. So it replaces the thoughts that you have saved up in your subconscious mind to the more positive things that I have in the book, that you keep doing it in repetition. You keep doing it over and over again.
Genesis, what are you speaking of? Are you speaking biblical?
So I believe that the Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth. I believe that it gives you the instructions of life, right? So from the Genesis, how God created the world in 7 days, is the instructions on how we can create our own world in 7 days.
So in this book, it speaks about domestic abuse, domestic violence. Is there any other sections of life that it covers?
Yeah, I have a character in there that's facing a child that has committed suicide, tried to commit suicide, and survived it. And she has a sister that's really not quite understanding, because when you try to kill yourself, your family always takes it personal.
Because they feel as though that they had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Or they didn't do enough.
And they can't understand why you did. They can't understand, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you doing that to us?
Right, Right.
And Tony, the actual one of the characters, was speaking to her, about speaking to her sister about not taking it personal. Go in there and just say, I don't understand. Just be honest. Just say you don't understand. So so it's the one with the suicide, and one is having a little bit on the wild side, and she can't have real relationships.
That's
So,
a whole
right.
other section, because there's a whole lot of people out there that can't have no real relationship based off of their blockage of their past.
That's right.
Wow. So it touches on that.
Yes, that's just one of the problems that she's having. She has in there that she don't even want a relationship with a dog, a cat. She said, I can't commit myself to nothing.
I'm telling you, the purpose of this book is healing.
It is.
What is going to be your purpose after this book?
Surviving with the healing. So the book takes you through the 3 stages. So the 3 stages of fighting, So when you're training to fight, you are exercising and working out. So repetition, I send you God's words, and repetition, that's your workout. Learning how to dab, learning how to punch, learning how to dip, that's your fight. So you learn all of that using God's word, right? Now, after you learn how to fight, then what? We ready to go to war.
Go to war. Right? Yeah. Face the world.
That's right. Yeah. So now in the book, you are going to war. So going to war is fighting those Satan words, fighting those, because Paul says that we don't fight against humans. We don't fight against the people of the word, but against the enemies, the the principalities of the world. So the prince of darkness, that's who we really fight against. So you are learning in the book how to deal with condemnation. So I teach you the difference between condemnation and conviction, so that condemnation is that war. So now you're fighting off of that Satan, you're fighting off of that spirit that you don't see, because that's where you're going to war with, right? And then you're conqueror. So conqueror is now, okay, I'm there. I done survived the war. I done learned how to fight. Now I just make the right decisions to stay in this conquering stage.
Do you have any programs to help them conquer?
I am working on a workbook, and thinking about doing some retreats. Renting the Airbnb home, taking about 4 to 6 women. We all go through that Genesis transformation, of the 7 days, but we do it in 2 days.
That's awesome. So what I'm challenging everyone who's watching this, if you are in that position, any shape or form, I'm going to list Miss Portia's email below. And if you like to start and help out on that retreat and try to get something going for yourself and healing and recharging to conquer, I will list her email below on that link privately. You can message her, drop your name and number, and best time to contact. And I challenge 10 people that's watching this to do that for yourself. And it's not only going to change the inside of you, but it's going to change your outside as well. In order to change our outside, we have to work from within. One of the things that I definitely want to contribute, I'm going to put some funding into helping out on getting this retreat going for the first retreat on the 2 days, and we'll find a location together.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be a success.
Yes.
Now, the name of the show is Free Time with Jamelle. So this is what I wanted you all to gather. I wanted you all to gather that every day there's a mother, a sister, a daughter, a cousin, a neighbor that's experiencing something that you have no clue about. And that's something that they might not even open up to you about. But there's somebody in your life that experienced something out of this book. And it doesn't have to be a female. It could be a male. We all struggle in some shape or form. That's not one day goes by that you shouldn't be feeding your soul. And if it's not with the word, it's with good people around you. And the meaning of this show also is just to show you all the type of people I encounter. I never know who I'm going to encounter, what their story's going to be. And Miss Portia, I thank you for that section of the story.
It's always wanted to keep them out of trouble. I'm one of Shawnee's biggest success stories, going from welfare to work. So I was known in Shawnee, Shawnee gave me the first car out there, so everybody wanted me to have that car, right? So I'm known by the police officers. Yeah.
Like Here's a car.
Yeah, you
Look
remember?
at that. Shawnee be showing up. Shawnee.
Yeah, the Buick LeSabre.
Shawnee showed up. And you know, I'll put this on record right now. Everybody always got something bad to say about Shawnee, but I'll tell you right now, they be doing God's work behind scenes.
Oh yeah.
There's so much good out there.
Yeah.
And it's whatever you want, honestly. It really is whatever you want.
Yeah, it's all about showing that you want to have the right things happen for yourself, and they'll make the effort and help you. You know, because everybody in Shawnee Housing Authority helped me. I mean, with a lot. I mean, all the way Randy, the big one. You know, in the back. You know,
right, yeah.
He even.
I believe he's still there.
Yeah.
Him and Farrah.
Shirley, you know, Campbell, Lynn Greenwood, Officer Greenwood's wife, you know,
wow.
all of them, they cheered me on. They, you know,
when they look at this, what do you want to say to them?
Thank you all for supporting me and encouraging me and letting me know that I can do this, especially Randy. Really? Yeah, because just him walking around, you know, he walks with his head up high and, you know, back up, and he is so proud. And every time he smiles at me or winks at me, like, yeah, I'm doing good.
Right. So they can see you now. You writing your own book. You've overcame so many obstacles in life. You're stable. You have your own apartment. You have a job. You're married. You're everything that this little girl dreamed she could be.
Everything she dreamed she could be. Yeah.